Hello, so appropriately enough it is raining for this video in England, so a lot of people on my timeline, most people on my timeline are pretty upset at the EU referendum result, and I've seen people say that they feel ashamed of Britain. And I can't say I completely blame them for that, but half the country went one way and half of them went the other, and my opinion is that this vote kind of came down to people feeling powerless, to feeling angry and frustrated and scared, and they wanted to give the government a good kicking, and they gave it. And I think we need to talk about that and how we're going to fix that just as much as we talk about Brexit and what on earth we are going to do in the situation we're in now. So my opinion is that it was a mistake and that there is no deal that we can do that would be better than the deal we had. But you know, we are in this position now and we'll see what happens going forward. But in order to get whether it's a good deal on Brexit or to sort out these underlying problems that make people so angry, we need to fix British politics. And I think whether you're a Leave or you're a Remain, I think one thing that almost everyone agrees with is that British politics is broken and that there are huge problems there and we desperately need to fix it. So I have a few suggestions on how. So I would say, you know, this is a great time to join a political party. I know that feels like a big step. The political party I'm in has had over 4,000 people join since the referendum. I would say go for it, but I know some people feel that's a big step, so something that might be a little easier, kind of the second thing I suggest, is join a political group. So political groups can be a way of getting involved in politics and learning a little bit more and associating with people who agree with you. And so for me, ones I suggest are the Social Liberal Forum and Compass. Compass used to be Labour, it's now cross-party. Social Liberal Forum is primarily Lib Dem focused, but it also tries to look out on a cross-party basis. So those are the groups I'd recommend, but there are lots of others you might look into. I think a hugely important thing now is to join the fight to make MPs accountable. I think the British public feel that MPs aren't accountable and that our voices aren't heard, and we should change that. So I'd recommend both Voices Right Here and also Make Votes Matter. Make Votes Matter is a great campaign that I really support. So what can you do for Voices? So I was thinking that something that would be simple, that would be a way of starting, would be if people could write it only has to be about 500 words, answering sort of 3 simple questions. Who are you? How do you feel about the whole Brexit situation? And do you feel that your voice is heard in British politics, and why? Why not? If you want to write that as text, that's great. If you want to do it as a video, that's even better. And ultimately, I'd like to produce more video content, sort of talking to people and finding out their thoughts. Now, I know this is just a small start, but I think that those are things that we can do as a platform that jumps off into doing more later on. So please do get involved. I think that as scary and terrifying a time as we live in, this is a great point for getting involved in politics and going out and making a difference. Let's make British politics work better for ordinary people. So thank you and talk to you soon.